New Zealand is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and there is so much to do and see there. In this video, we're going to share 10 incredible places to visit in New Zealand. Starting in one of New Zealand's most geothermically active regions is the city of Rotorua in the North Island. This area is great to visit if you like a bit of adventure or you want to learn about the Maori culture. You can choose to soak in ancient muds and mineral-rich waters, or you can get your heart racing in one of the many adrenaline-pumping activities. Our advice would be to do both. You can enjoy a morning of adrenaline-pumping activities like luging, skydiving, bungee jumping, or whitewater rafting, and then book into one of the naturally heated geothermal spas for an afternoon of relaxation and restorative treatments. During our visit, we got to visit both the oldest and the newest spas in town, and would recommend a visit to at least one if you're keen for some R&R. If you like to be in nature, then pay a visit to the Redwoods Forest. You can meander through this incredible 55,000 hectare forest at ground level, or you can take it up a notch and explore the Redwoods Tree Walk, which is both awesome during the day and night with the evening light installations. Also at the Redwoods Forest is the zipline course, which we absolutely loved and had so much fun doing. Another must-do in Rotorua is the Skyline Gondola and Luge. This is an amazing activity for the whole family and a great day out. In our opinion, Rotorua is the adventure capital of the north, and now we'll head to the adventure capital of the south. No trip to the South Island is really complete without visiting the thrill-seekers destination Queenstown. Hailed as the adventure capital of the world, Queenstown has something for everyone, across all ages and during all seasons. Adrenaline junkies flock to the resort town to try their hand at a range of extreme activities, including skydiving, paragliding, whitewater rafting, jet boating, and of course bungee jumping, with Queenstown being the birthplace of the modern-day bungee at AJ More family-friendly activities include the Skyline Gondola and its famous luge tracks. This is the same experience you can have in Rotorua, but the Queenstown skyline is far more scenic with the incredible mountain views. Other popular activities include a lake cruise on TSS Earnslaw and hiking the local tracks, including Queenstown Hill. The town is located on the shores of Lake Wakatipu and has impressive views of various mountain ranges, with the most famous being the Remarkables, which are a sight to behold. And during the winter months, the town transforms into the country's most sought-after ski destination, with 4 ski areas on offer. It truly is a year-round destination, and it's of little wonder why it's one of the most popular tourist destinations within the country. Let's head back to the North Island for the beautiful Coromandel Peninsula. Located a 2.5-hour drive from Auckland, it is well worth a visit. One of the standout destinations has to be the aptly named Hot Water Beach, where you can dig a bath in the sand which will fill with naturally heated mineral water from deep within the earth. We enjoyed sitting on our natural hot tub as we watched the surf and the setting sun. You can rent shovels at a number of nearby businesses or simply bring your own. Other highlights of the Coromandel include Cathedral Cove and Driving Creek Railway, New Zealand's only mountain railway that takes you through native bushland, over 10 bridges and through 3 tunnels, a real hidden gem and one that all members of the family will love. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, you know what's next. It's the world-famous Hobbiton movie set. Originally discovered as a film location on the Alexander's Farm, Peter Jackson and his team first built and deconstructed the set after the filming of the Lord of the Rings series. However, when filming The Hobbit in 2009, the set was built in a more permanent fashion, and today you can visit 44 Hobbit holes, the Green Dragon Inn, and even go behind the door of a Hobbit home on Bagshot Row. This was definitely one of the highlights of our New Zealand adventure, and we absolutely loved it. If you're a super fan, you can opt for a banquet dinner, a private tour, or a behind-the-scenes tour. You can even get married there. Being one of the most popular attractions within the country, there are multiple tours offering day trips to Hobbiton, particularly from Auckland. We'll link them all below. Now it's time to share one of our favourite destinations within New Zealand, Wanaka. Wanaka is an incredible ski and resort town located about a 1-hour's drive from Queenstown. It often gets overshadowed by its larger and more famous neighbour, but it's more than worth a visit, especially if you're into stunning scenery and outdoor adventures. The town itself centres around Lake Wanaka, which is a beehive for water-based activities during the summer, and even through winter with locals regularly enjoying a cold dip. The lakeshore is also where you'll find the iconic Wanaka tree, which is a worthy photo spot, though we would recommend visiting early to avoid the crowds. Other highlights include the tranquil Ely Point and the Mount Iron walking track, which offers beautiful views of the surrounding areas. And not forgetting Roy's Peak hiking trail, one of the most popular activities to do in the area and one which draws in crowds from all over. The trail is physically challenging but truly breathtaking, and the scenic lookout spot is one of the most breathtaking hiking views within the country, so make sure you add this one to your itinerary. One of the most accessible glaciers in the world, Franz Josef Glacier is an absolute wonder and one of the top destinations to visit on the west coast of the South Island. Situated just 5 kilometers from a town of the same name, Franz Josef Glacier is the steepest glacier in New Zealand and has a unique blue colour that comes from the way the ice reflects and absorbs the light. There are numerous walking trails that lead to viewing platforms of the glacier, but it's worth noting that the main walking trail is currently closed with no immediate plans to reopen due to safety. However, you are still able to get a closer look and direct access to the glacier via the daily helicopter tours, which many describe as a must-do experience in New Zealand. And while in the area, we would also highly recommend visiting Fox Glacier too. Just a 30-minute drive from the town of Franz Josef, Fox Glacier is the larger of the two, stretching an extra kilometre, though it's not as steep or tourist-friendly. Both glaciers are absolutely breathtaking though, and if we had one piece of advice, it would be to time your trip during a good weather window, as the low cloud cover can diminish your view of the glaciers. One of the most untouched regions in the North Island and one of the most underrated in the country is that of Taranaki. It lies on the Western Peninsula, pronounced by the beautiful volcano Mount Taranaki. Surrounding Mount Taranaki is a ring of protected national parks where Kiwis roam and nature is abundant. There are walks and climbs all over the mountain, offering all abilities a chance to experience the sights of this beautiful area. A walk up to Mount Taranaki summit is considered one of the hardest day hikes in the country, but it sees plenty of visitors throughout the summer months. The largest city in Taranaki is New Plymouth, with a population of less than 100,000 people, and with a density of 40 people per square kilometre, you can see what the appeal is. Some of the highlights of New Plymouth are Pukekura Park, Paratutu Rock, Back Beach and Tongaparutu Beach, which is absolutely spectacular and possibly my favourite beach in the entire country. It's like stepping into a fantasy world. Taranaki also offers some of the best surfing in the country, with the surf highway taking you to all of the local secret surf spots. Overall, it's an amazing region and one that you should not leave off your New Zealand itinerary. A small township on the shores of a lake by the same name, Lake Tekapo is home to some of the most beautiful views that New Zealand has to offer. During late spring to midsummer, lupins bloom on the shore, which only add to the beauty of the area, and of course it's a big draw card for visitors. The lake is also home to one of the most photographed buildings within the country, the Church of the Good Shepherd, which looks incredible against the turquoise lake. Most visitors come to Lake Tekapo to enjoy the tranquility or to take photography, as it's just so beautiful there. But other activities include water sports, hiking and horse riding, and of course, stargazing. Lake Tekapo is famously known for its incredible night sky, as it's located in the Dark Sky Reserve. This means it's one of the best places in the world to see the night sky. We were lucky enough to see the sky on a clear night at Lake Tekapo, and it was absolutely magical. The picturesque village of Hanmer Springs is located just a 90-minute drive from the city of Christchurch, making it a fantastic add-on to a trip to the city. The real reason this postcard perfect town is on our list though, is that aside from its beautiful landscape, it's home to some of the most famous thermal pools found within the country. What once was just a small dressing shed next to a single pool 150 years ago has transformed into an incredible 22 thermal pool and spa complex, and has truly made its mark on the map as one of the country's top wellness destinations. The naturally heated pools range from 28 to 48 degrees, and there is something to suit everyone, whether you're looking for family fun or an adult-only escape. And aside from the thermal pools, Hanmer Springs is home to some beautiful walking trails, including the fun sculpture walk and the scenic conical hill walking track, both of which we'd highly recommend. And to end our video, we're going to visit the beautiful destination of Kaikoura, because if you're looking to encounter some of New Zealand's marine life, then look no further than this coastal town. Located a 2.5-hour drive north of Christchurch, Kaikoura is abundant with ocean wildlife and is one of the top destinations in the country to go whale watching. Sperm whales are sighted here year-round, as well as orca spotting September through to March and humpback whales June through to July. It is also home to a large seal colony who are easy to spot along the Kaikoura Peninsula Walkway, and is one of the top things to do in the area. The scenery is gorgeous and there's plenty of viewing points to take in. The town has a lovely summer holiday vibe to it, with its beaches, activities, cafes and generally warm weather throughout the summer months. Though Kaikoura is fairly known to its domestic travellers, a lot of international travellers miss this hidden gem on the South Island, and it truly is a lovely little spot to add to your New Zealand bucket list. And there we have it, 10 of the best places to visit in New Zealand. If you're travelling New Zealand and you want to know more, check out our full New Zealand travel guide, which I'll link in the description below. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more travel adventures.